Hello, hello! My name is Callista, and welcome back to the Séance of Blake Manor. In the last episode, we had lunch with the Marquess. It was interesting. It was interesting, let's put it like that. And now we are once again trying to explore the basement. Now, it doesn't seem like Dara or Seamus have moved. So I think if we head round to the West Tower, we should be able to enter the basement from there. And we can... the West Tower... Okay, this is the East Tower. But yeah, from the West Tower, we should be able to get into the basement. And explore a different... Oh, okay, so we need to be all the way over yonder, excuse me. But yeah, we'll be able to enter from a different entrance. And hopefully we can explore some different rooms. Okay, so we want to be over here. Yes, the west corridor. It's down here. There we go. Okay, let's just be careful. Be careful, be cautious. You're right, lovey. I swear to God if you move. Yeah, I think they are right over there. Beyond those boxes. So this area, it's all nicely contained, so we should be safe. Oh, well, we know the manager isn't in here because he's currently manning the dining room. Oh, bastard. It looks like I need a different, probably more specific key. Bastards. God damn. The wine cellar? Okay. Servants' hall. That's where we were. Yeah, you can just see that hint of green. The women's dormitory. I can't hear anything. Can we enter? Need a different key. Okay. Okay, let's check in the servants' hall first. I can't hear anything. Okay, good stuff. Okay. Oh, they've got a little wee piano down here. How nice. Nothing in there. Oh. Notes from Mrs. Joyce on what's in the pantry and what needs to be used up by the end of the month. Okay. Oh. I see you there. 1 second. Something. Clean up your dishes. Okay, Cashmere Boutique soap. And then... considering it's capitalized at the end, I would assume... So, I think it's supposed to be read backwards. I'm just having trouble with the word. An advertisement for a local dance happening next week. A note stating that all the staff will be needed on site for the duration of the ball. It seems not everyone is pulling their weight down here. A shopping list. A list of local tradesmen's addresses in case of repairs. A calendar from a local business. A strange note. I wonder what it means. I'll make a record of it. Okay. That seems like everything. Maybe it's best I move on and not push my luck by being in here any longer. Excuse me. Excuse me. I need to look around, sir. It's mostly cookery books, but there are a couple on horse care here too. And there is nothing in there. Okay. Oh. I don't think there's anything here of note. Wood varnish isn't going to help me. Yo, you say that. You say that. And then at the end, oh, how do we save Miss Deane? If only we had some wood varnish. Okay, the hearth is looking nice. Yeah, cutlery. Just some towels. A list of the staff's rota for the next few days. I've recorded their movements in my timetable in case it proves useful. Okay. There's little of interest to me in here. Boo, you're not going to nick the china. Good on you for being honest. Okay. Oh, someone hasn't drunk their tea. Drink the tea! No. A newspaper from 1894. Blake Foundation ceases operations. The Marquess of Doon, Jonathan Blake, announced Thursday that the Blake Foundation will cease all charitable activities with immediate effect. No reason has been given. The Blake Foundation, founded and managed by Marchioness Mary Blake until her tragic passing earlier this year, provided funding for schools, almshouses, and orphanages in Connaught. 2 Blake Foundation-funded schools have been forced to close in the wake of the Marquess's announcement, while the future of the remaining institutions is now dependent on securing funding from other sources. Despite this unfortunate turn of events, the Marchioness's legacy will live on through the lives bettered by the Foundation's activities. Okay. Oh, you've got, what is that? Like some bread and some bacon, maybe? Or a sausage and some bacon? Oh, God, I want some bacon. I love bacon. Bacon's amazing. There is the wine cellar. Anyone in there? I can't hear anything. Good stuff. Can we? Okay, we can enter. Oh, hell no. This looks spooky as balls. No. Why do you all have candelabras just in the middle of the room? This ain't right. Okay. Okay, it doesn't look like there's anything. Yeah, they really like this brand of wine. Brand is probably the wrong description for it, but balls to it, that's how I'm using it. Wine maker, perhaps? Why is this one... Here's the, if there's something hidden in one of these barrels, then surely it would be better to just figure out which barrel rather than just searching mindlessly. A logbook of inventory in which casks have been opened and when. Okay, but it doesn't actually tell me anything. Okay. That's just a bucket, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, we can look at that wine rack specifically. Ooh, this is a use. There's room for more wine in this place than the hotel could ever possibly need. Okay, that was useless. That was useless. Ooh. Combination lock. Okay. It looks like a guide to the vintages kept here. So we have... Oh, hello there. One sec. So we have Madeira, Serchil, Bastardo, Chateau Lafitte, Chateau Soudouray, Brahim Kassab Serchia, Chateau Lafitte Rothschild, Apostle Wine, Chateau Margaux, and Tokaji Imperial. But wine... Apostle wine, but backwards. 7871, perhaps? If this uses numbers... There's a combination for this. I wonder. Yeah, it is. Okay. Let's go. 7, 8, 7, 1. Aha! Oh, I don't like that noise. I don't like that noise at all. Nothing in the bin. Okay. Oh, we have a key. We have a key. We have a bottle of just red wine. Okay. A list of places in the manor, all struck off. Is somebody looking for something? A small key, small enough to go unmissed, one would hope. Label says manager's quarters. That seems like everything. Maybe it's best I move on and not push my luck by being in here any longer. Okay. What? No. Not today, Satan. Not today, Satan. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Balls to this. Just run. Just go. Just go. Let me out. Let me into the manager's quarters. I'm not down for this. I'm not down for this. I'm not about this life. I'm not built for this. Again, we don't need to listen because we know he's upstairs. The key I found in the wine cellar might just fit this lock. It's a little stiff, but the key fits. There. Okie doke. Yeah, let's not take a nap. Oh. A torn piece of paper. I can see a sequence of symbols on it, but some are blotted out by spilled ink. The writing says, "Where can we get the money to keep going? Why can't I remember? And protect the poor lass." Lass? What lass? Where did my mind go? It seems... I seem to have in my head there was, Show me. I don't want that. I want records. I have no idea where I would find this. I think it would be under documents. I'm looking for... It was something in... No. Maybe under observations then. It was something we found in Fia's room. But now I'm also like, when did I find Fia's room? When was this? That's the cleaning closet. Miss Deane. Actually, would it be Fia? And show me everything. I swear down that she had like a journal. Oh shit, it's not something we have here. But I swear down she was like, oh, I've been picking up on various people's dreams, and the dreams from the staff are all really muddled. I swear down there was something along those lines. Nothing in it but dust and an old pencil. Okay. There's little of interest to me in here. I can't see anything of note in here. It's a little worn, but it seems like it would still keep the rain off, but apparently nothing in the pockets. Boo, boo, I say. Okay, just blankets. Oh, I didn't want to do it. I wanted to close the thing. Looks like blankets. I'm surprised they're still stored away with the weather like it is. I suppose they're used to the cold out here. God damn it. And I wanted to close the thing. There we go. Clock. Picture of Jesus. Ooh, hello there. He's not at his office. A scrawled series of numbers tucked carefully away. 37, 22, 34. Okay. Okay. Don't mind if I do. You get a double bed. And doesn't seem like there's anything under your bed. Okay. I assume that's as far out as they go. And not evidence that there's something hidden behind it. Okay. All sorts of books, from cooking and housekeeping to an almanac from 10 years ago. Quite the collection to be sure, but there's nothing that stands out to me as useful here. Okay. A collection of notes on guest movements and interactions, mostly focused on Miss Deane. Where did she go is written alongside them. It seems like Mr Varley doesn't believe she left in the middle of the night after all. That seems like everything. Maybe it's best I move on and not push my luck by being in here any longer. Okay, yeah, so the game does tell you, okay, you've found everything you need to in these rooms, it seems. For down here at least. A novel, the third in the series apparently. Looks like dry reading to me. Okay. Just nothing of note in here. Okay, okay, let's go. Now we can't go into the ladies. However, like I said, we found a combination. We found a combination code, so let's go and see what that opens. My guess would be the safe in the manager's office. Go. Whilst he's busy dealing with the dinner service. Anyone? Okay, doesn't look like there's anyone out here to catch us snooping. Yeah, can't hear anything. Aha! Okay. Okay, 37, 22, 34. 37, 22, 34. What's the code for this? I need to turn the dial left for the first number, right for the second, left for the third. So, oh my god, I've immediately forgotten it. 37... Again, I can't remember jack shit right now. 37, 22, 34. 37, 22, 34. 37, 22. So we want, no, excuse me. 37. And then 22. And then 34. Did I get it I may have gotten it the wrong way. $37. $22. $34. There we go. Aha. Bitch! Bitch! What the fuck was that? Excuse you? Excuse you? Okay, reset it. needed to get closer to interact, and the game's like, tough shit. Excuse you. 37. 22. 34. There we go. A copy of Miss Mantovani's contract for the seance. For her week's work, she has been paid £3,000, with a further £2,000 to be paid should the seance be a success. A staggering sum, even if nothing comes of the event. No wonder she has come here. And a lot of papers, mostly letters, invoices, accounts and calculations, it seems. It doesn't look good. The manor seems to be on the brink of closure. It seems like the Marquess is betting everything on this seance. He has even pulled all his wife's charitable efforts to focus the money here, a strange way to honour his legacy. Or to honour her legacy. Ooh! Okay. Well, yeah, no, it doesn't look like there's anything else in here. Oh, what the shit? That's silly. Okay. Well, now we have a thing for you. But yeah, so it seems like the staff noticed that she had gone missing. I still find it interesting that Mrs. Joyce, she used the exact same word to describe us as our mysterious benefactor. She was like, "You're godly." And that was the exact way that the person who asked us to investigate, that's the exact same way that they described us. So maybe it's a case of all of the servants are working together. They all noticed, hey, what the hell has happened to Miss Deane? And maybe Caitlin wrote the letter. Like I said, it is strange that all of them noticed. They seem to be having some kind of like shared thing. I guess to expose then would that might expose Miss Deane's disappearance to protect the manor from closure. Does that make sense? Because here's the thing, if the hotel closes, they're all out of jobs. And it is clear that Mr. Varley cares about the people. He's writing to a bishop on Saoirse's behalf. He doesn't need to do that. He's her boss. He doesn't need to do that at all. But he is. Therefore, he definitely cares about the people in his employ. Does this make sense, though? What if... Yeah, that doesn't make any sense, no. To conceal money. What if... No, that can't be it. Oh! Conceal Miss Deane's disappearance? What if... I know what happened here.
Mr. Varley is covering up Miss Deane's disappearance. I should find and confront him about this.
Okay, well, we can. We can. We know where he is. Go to the dining room. Fingers crossed we can actually confront him whilst he's there. It would have been quicker for me to go the other way, but I like going this way.
May I be of service, Mr. Ward?
Confront! Your goal is to conceal Miss Deane's disappearance to protect the manor from closure.
Yes, I regret to say it, but you're right. Do not get me wrong, I am concerned for Miss Deane, but I have done what I can, and still cannot find her.
Sir, you have not done what you could. You hid her disappearance. If you'd alerted the police, then a proper search of this place could have been undertaken. Something may well have happened, or happened to her yet, because of your meddling.
You're right, of course. This place, this hotel, it's not just a business. For the staff, it is our home.
And he clearly cares about his staff. Again, he does not need to write a letter on Saoirse's behalf to the bishop. He doesn't need to do that at all, and he has.
This seance, the Marquess's obsession, and the money spent. We need this event to go well, or we are homeless. And if Miss Deane's situation had gotten out, we would most assuredly be in trouble. But there might be another way, one that frees us from the fate of this seance. You see, there are rumors of treasure somewhere on the estate. A cache of gold from the mid to late 1600s. Grania, the wife of the original Marquess Edward Blake, she did not choose to be with him.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Again, this is one of my favourite Irish names, Grania. I love this name. Oh, I'm sorry, Lovey. I'm sorry.
She had hoarded a sum of money, intending to use it to escape her husband. She stabbed him in his sleep, but he awoke and managed to live long enough to kill her.
See, this is why if you need to stab your husband in his sleep, and I'm not suggesting you do this, but if you need to, stab him in the throat. Don't try and be dramatic and stab them in the heart. They might, the adrenaline might kick in, they get up, they come after you, they kill you. But like, if you stab them in the throat, even with all of the adrenaline in the world, they ain't getting up.
They died together, and the treasure has not since been found. If that's true, and that stash of gold is somewhere on the grounds, then finding it might just be enough to save the hotel. I've had no luck, obviously, but you might be able to find it.
It's certainly possible. If that will stop you from hindering this investigation, then I will see if I can help.
Take this. It was found in what remained of the lady's personal belongings, but I've never discovered what it unlocks. It's not much, but it's a start.
Ooh. I know exactly where that goes. Can I?
May I be of service, Mr. Ward?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the symbol we found in the catacombs. Can you tell me much about the catacombs under the manor? Loosely. I've only read of them, despite my efforts to find a way in. They always seemed like it might draw more guests in. I read... Oh, hello. Haven't heard that name drop before. I read a Norman Blake used dynamite to try to open them up in 1834. He died in the blast. I assume he took the entrance out with him. Perhaps the entire structure. Hello? Oh, okay.
I need nothing else, thank you.
Certainly.
Hello. Well, we have a... Where the fuck am I? Okay. Let's go read up on Norman. And then I know exactly where this thing is. I've seen that sign in the catacombs. Yeah, let's read up on Norman. Strange, there's no record of a Norman Blake. Oh, what the fuck does that mean? What the fuck does that... So certain books have been removed. There's all on Tir na Nog. That's been removed. Apparently there's no record of a Norman Blake. However, we heard from Varley, oh yeah, I read up on Norman Blake, so we know these books should be here, but they've apparently gone missing. What the That was 1894, he said? Was that, One second. Okay, there goes my timer. No. I want to, Varley, I need you to repeat what you just said for me. I need you to repeat what you just said. How long ago did this happen? What year is it? Okay, first things first. What year is it? Everything will go straight to the bottom. Please tell me this had a date on it. All the way down to the bottom. There we go. Examine. This doesn't have a date attached. Wherefore? That's just where's the letter? 1897. 1897. When did this happen?
May I be of service?
Would that be under evidence? Yeah. Give me this again. 1834. So this is I'm shit at math. 63 years, I think. 97. Yeah, 60. So this is 63 years ago. This happened 63 years ago. The books on Norman have all gone walkabout.
I need nothing else.
Certainly.
I'm that is too weird for that not to factor in. That is I said before. Wherefore? I said before there's a chance that there were other Blakes out there. Now we're learning about Norman Blake. I don't know how he relates to you two. But we're learning of a Norman Blake who 60-something years ago died because he was using dynamite to try and explode the catacombs. Genius. And that's been covered up. It can't be your father, because we've had, like I said, this is the first time the name Norman has been brought up, and there's been talk of your father, and I think also your grandfather. So maybe an uncle or a cousin? The fact that Norman's existence has been covered up I'm thinking that is... I'm thinking, could there be another Blake here? Because why is Norman being covered up? Like, we have no way of knowing if Norman had a wife, if he had kids. Like, it's a question mark. It's a big old question mark. And it's been purposefully covered up. Hell, if we'd have never asked Varley about the catacombs, would we have ever discovered Norman's existence? Because that's not something the game has just given to us. That is something I have had to dig into by talking to him about the catacombs. That is a secret that is hidden. That is well hidden. And the game has got, okay, you found this secret. Oh, well, you can't dig any further. There's nothing here on Norman. Isn't that strange? Isn't that strange? One of two things. Either, well, here's the thing. If someone dies in an explosion, then would there be a body? Would there be a body? One of two ways I see this going. Either Norman didn't die, and Norman is here. And is there anyone in Norman's age range? Well, we can cut certain people out at the very least. You're Scottish. Right, mid-50s. You're Jonathan Blake. Could you? Mid-60s. If Norman was dicking about with explosives at the age of 5, maybe. Early 70s. He's upper class. We know Jonathan speaks with an English accent. So if we assume all of the Blakes are being educated in England, then Norman might have had an English accent. Do we not have... Mid-60s... Again. If Norman was dicking about with dynamite at the age of 5, maybe. I think If Norman is still alive, I think that would mean the only person it could be would be Mr. Skerritt. But again, Norman would have been really quite young. I think either Norman survived and he's come back, or Norman had kids and one of them has come back. If we're looking for the child, then here's the thing, I would say that could either be a man or a woman. How old are you? Early 50s? You're Scottish. I don't know. Okay, well, I am out of time for this episode. In the next one, so we have a lead for you. I know exactly where you want me to go. However, I'm thinking, bring me back to there. I'm thinking, so with the basement, what I'm thinking is that, so we've gotten, in a lot of these rooms, we've gotten like, oh, you're done here, you're done here. We never got a, you're done here for the laundry. And we are missing the key to the women's dormitories. The women are probably going to be the ones doing the laundry. So I'm wondering if maybe I missed a key down here. See, I think I might go to the laundry and have a check on that. And then afterwards, maybe we can head to the catacombs. But that is all for the next episode. So until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. A special thanks to my channel members such as SM2K, Christopher K. Davies, CGG, the named user, and Kevin Bicknell. I've been Kallista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.